like all head right there.
Yeah, there we go.
Is that okay?
Yeah. I have to. Okay,
Yeah,
there
that
we go.
is better. Okay.
Yeah.
It's hard to see before because it's like blurred out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
Emmy changed all the stuff. It's everything.
Yes.
beige.
Good morning.
Oh.
We'll start off by introducing ourselves.
Yep. I'm Emily.
I'm Lindsay,
And I'm Nettie, Mom.
and we are Primrose Cottage Quilts and Stitches. And all I can say is I am so happy to be back. I missed last week, and I had FOMO, fear of missing out, because it just,
Yeah.
I get, I feel so much love and stuff when I do these, and it's like the highlight of my week.
Well, I think it feeds, you know, how you guys say you guys need us, we need you.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what it is you guys feed our souls.
Yes.
And I look so forward to Thursdays.
Yeah.
I love it. Wednesday nights I hurry and do more stitching, and then before I go to bed I get everything ready what I'm going to bring in. And so
It's hard not to read the
you-
comments
Yeah,
at the
so
same
if
time.
we look down, that's why.
yeah.
We're looking at comments. So
Yeah.
just so you know.
So I want to take a moment to just give a heartfelt thank you to my whole family. I
Yes.
took some time off, just to, you know, my kids were on spring break,
yeah.
recharge, and everyone here stepped it up like 1,000%. And I am just so grateful for everyone. And Alicia, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So I did not realize she was actually coming. Like, I show up in the shop.
Because I was the communicator.
Yeah, she was the one communicating with her. I show up in the shop on Monday.
And she's here.
And she's standing there, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I literally
Like,
said, you are a gift from God. Because
Oh.
I like started crying because I was like,
I just, yeah.
We needed her.
we
help so
needed
much.
her so much,
Yeah.
and just thank you for reaching out. And I mean, lifelong friends from this
Yeah.
platform. It's so
Oh, absolutely.
amazing.
Yeah. Well, and it was fun to see her, and I know she kept it on the low key and everything
Yeah.
of what she was doing and everything, just because she didn't want the you know, like
Yeah.
the big pat
Yeah.
on the back. But,
She
you
didn't
know,
come. So
She
she
didn't
was
came- it was like-
godly service.
It was like
It was
selfless
all
serving.
Like-
selfless, and her husband came.
Vince and
Vince
Gavin.
and
thank
Gavin
you.
came.
Shout out. Hi.
Yes, hi. And before they left, they helped us put some shelving up and do some things.
Reorganize. We
I
were like,
mean-
if the help's here, we're going all out.
Yeah.
If blessings, if God gives out blessings to anybody, it
Yeah.
will be them, because
Yeah.
unbelievably
Wonderful family.
wonderful
Yeah.
family. And
Yeah.
We miss you so much.
we miss her
Yeah.
so much.
She's on here. She
Yeah.
commented.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
she is.
girl.
Yeah.
So she's on Flosstube, the Fanciful Flamingo.
Yep.
Go check her out. She posts on Thursdays as well.
Yeah.
And just give her a follow, give her a like. She has a Facebook group. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be watching it tonight.
me too.
Yes, for
So-
sure.
I'm addicted to Flosstube right now. Like, I don't have enough to watch. Like, I'm
That's awesome.
Like, I've watched. That's all I do now is stitch and watch Flosstube.
Yeah. Well,
That's good.
not a
It's
bad thing.
relaxing.
Yeah.
It's such an amazing platform to get to know
Yeah.
people.
I
Yeah.
can't see that far away.
Okay, do
Can you move? I'm sorry, I can't see that far away.
She can't see the.
And we're gonna be
screen.
all. I can move this down. Like, would that
Oh,
help?
yeah, it's
Ah,
okay.
Can you see it now?
Like, just down a hair.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
sorry.
Yes.
We're still adjusting.
Yeah. But I don't know about you guys. I think we've made it on the national news with our weather here.
Oh, we have?
Yes. We have
Yeah.
we've had so much rain that there's a
It's like insane.
It's
how much.
insane.
It's
And-
unusual.
yeah, and there's an area up it's up above where I live, and it's called Gunlock. And it's all these red mountain rocks and everything, and I believe somebody told me it made it on Good Morning America
Yeah.
or something the other day.
Yeah.
That it is just insane.
So there's a dam at the top of Gunlock Reservoir, and when it gets so full, it
overflows.
overflows, and it makes these huge pools and waterfalls, and people
So
will dive down, which is
not.
very
they should
unsafe.
not, because
Died.
people
Like,
have died. But
that is like not a good idea.
If you guys want to see it,
It's not very often.
it's it's very rare that it happens.
We've lived here 7 years, and it's only happened
twice.
This will be the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if
And
you want to look at it, I'm sorry.
Sorry,
if
we're
you-
all like-
if you want to see it, I'm sure if you just
Look
YouTube,
up Gunlock Reservoir.
Gunlock Reservoir in St. George, Utah. And I'm sure.
We're like excited today. Like we just want to all talk
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
But anyway, you guys, it's a sight to see. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's worth the visit when that happens, but who knows? It's very unpredictable.
Yeah.
Like we went last year over 100 days without rain.
Yeah.
It was dry.
So
Right.
it didn't happen last year.
Yeah.
It was so
dry.
dusty and dry, and now we're over moisturized. I feel
Yeah.
like. But it's
good.
Good.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
And just let's hope no families are
Like
experiencing flooding.
yeah.
So yeah.
So okay.
All right. So I'm also
Okay.
maybe we need to take a deep breath. Like I'm like,
Breathe.
okay.
And I want to shout out my sister Katie.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
everyone on the
Um,
team.
She
Yes.
came out because it was her kid's spring break, and couldn't have done it either without her here. And so
and her boys
and her
came
boys
Yes.
came and
out.
worked. So
Yeah.
shout out to them. They came
Yeah.
and worked hard. We organized a bunch of stuff. So it was all hands on deck, and we got a lot done. So yeah, thank you, Katie. And I love doing Flosstube with her last week. It was fun.
Yeah, it was. I think it was fun. I liked how I got to join.
I know. I like had FOMO. Like I was like, oh, like it just
Yeah.
was a great group, and
Yeah.
and yes, everyone in our family just like stepped up, and we're just so grateful. So if you're getting your orders and all that, like it's because of all the people here.
Mhm.
We are working so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so the cross stitching newsletter went out this morning, and what should we start with?
We released new stuff. We can start with the trim.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
This is the
Katie,
She curated.
oh my gosh, she did
beautiful bundle.
so good. She curated a ribbon trim bundle for all of
Matches our beads.
Yes, it matches the bees.
Yeah.
So there are 18 pieces.
19. We
Oh,
recounted.
you recounted.
We had
19 pieces in this bundle, and it's all like tiny rickrack, medium rickrack.
Yep.
The ribbons, they're
This
wire.
matches 100% all of our bee charts. Katie did a phenomenal job. Like,
Yeah.
if you want
When I saw it, I was like, wow. Like
it is beautiful.
it is like the epitome of my vision when I put this color scheme
Yeah.
together.
She did
Yeah.
a great job
So,
finding all the ribbons.
then you'll
for
have
that.
plenty of options to finish your things. Someone asked who was the girl with you at Nashville, and I'm going to shout her out too. My best friend, lifelong since 3rd grade,
Yeah.
Samantha, and she's on her way here right now.
Her name's Sam,
I'm
where
so
we call her
excited.
Sam.
Her name's Samantha. Sam.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
We've been friends forever, and she went to be basically my emotional support human.
Yeah.
And she caught on immediately.
Yeah.
She helped me order and pick up all the Nashville orders. I would not have been able to. She was like my voice because I was in so much pain.
Yeah, it was like just like 2 days before we were ready
I
to
was
fly
like,
out.
I can't
she
do
was
it.
emotional
I was
wreck,
freaking out.
and I said, you know what? I says, do you think Sam could come and help?
I was
You
like,
know?
yeah.
And
911, call Samantha.
and we reached out, and she said absolutely, and
Yeah.
so shout out to even her husband, because he was
For
home,
letting her come.
letting her
Watching
come,
the
holding down the fort, and taking
Yes.
care of her
Yeah.
cute little girls. So
Because it's not easy. Like when you
No.
are a full-time mom
And
and
full-time
full-time
worker. She was lucky.
worker.
She
Time.
works for the government. She does is it CPS? Is that what
Yeah,
it's called?
it's social services for children.
Yeah, children. So
And
she had enough paid time off that she was able to just take. She has too much paid time. It was funny because she was saying, "Oh my gosh, I'm going to lose all my paid time off."
And then she came.
It worked out.
yeah, it worked out really great.
It was meant to be.
Oops.
So
That's just
yeah,
my water.
but
Okay.
Any questions about the trim? You can shout out a question. We have a spring one right now in the works.
Is Katie on today?
Yeah,
Yes.
she's
Oh,
linking
she is?
right
She
Oh,
now.
has
okay.
been linking.
I'm behind the
It's
group.
the yellow one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if she was on. Hey, Kate.
So also, I want to shout out, we got several messages over the last little while about how well the North Pole chart has been put together.
Mm-hmm.
And we got some personal messages.
Yeah.
And I am serious when I said I needed that.
Yeah.
Like, it meant so much
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
Because I think we all put our heart and soul in that pattern.
Yeah.
Like, even though we weren't all working exactly with it, but we were, you know, like
Yeah.
we all had our hand in that. And I just need to thank those people who have reached out and said that, because
Yeah.
your voice, words are so powerful, and I want you guys to know the appreciation I have for you.
Yep.
And so we're gonna have more.
Well,
When are we gonna talk about the North Pole? Should we do that now? While
It's
I'm
up
just
to you.
saying it?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll hurry and do it while we're on the topic. So the North Pole. Welcome to the North Pole. So we are doing a stitch along. We have not announced dates because we don't want to do dates that we can't do
Deliver.
because floss or cloth is not available to everyone. We don't want there to be we don't want everyone to want to start and not have all their supplies. So we want to give all the shops that we know it, like a ton of shops are joining in and doing the stitch along. We are just waiting for the floss demand, so we can get some, and then we'll announce the dates. And then we have been working on the not complimentary, but optional buttons, and they're so cute.
There's buttons in each section that Lindsay handpicked.
And Katie helped me.
Katie and
you did too.
I did. We all
did one night.
And just another button company has been wonderful to work with and picking out
Yes,
those.
thank you. Shout out to them and their wonderful customer service.
Yeah.
And do you want to explain what they do? Because it's all handmade, right?
Yeah, so their buttons, they are, I love when I can support a business who makes things.
They are
here.
so cute.
It is so important to me. And the buttons are all handmade with clay.
Yeah.
And if you've never seen the process of how clay buttons are made, you will be amazed at it's addicting. I will just sit and watch
Ooh,
it.
I'll have to
They
watch
put it together, and then they use this tiny blade and they cut the roll. They make it into a roll.
Oh, okay.
And they cut it.
Like a cinnamon roll.
Yes, like a cinnamon roll,
Okay.
basically,
That makes
to
sense.
get the pattern.
Okay.
It is so fascinating. So thank you. Just another button company. Your product is wonderful.
Oh, wow. I didn't know
Outstanding.
that.
Thank you.
I'll have to
So-
definitely.
On my end, I made the executive decision since you guys have all pretty much bought this, we are selling, normally our patterns come in a floss pack. This one is just floss. So if you have the chart, you're going to have to order the floss pack. If you don't have either, you'll have to order the chart and the floss pack. And someone just asked about DMC conversion.
It is in the red.
Oh, it's in the
So
red.
turn it around.
And I apologize. Someone had messaged me about that, and I told them there wasn't
Oh.
because I didn't know.
Yeah,
there
I
was.
just noticed that too.
So
I didn't realize.
the red next to it is the DMC on the chart.
So if you look at this,
But we're kidding
it
the
does
fancy.
say
We're kidding
the
the overdyed.
conversion is in the red, and so along the side of where the fancy floss is the red DMC colors.
I just know not all people have access to the overdyed, and I'm trying to, as a designer, I am trying to provide as close as possible to the color
because everybody
conversion
don't
in
have-
DMC.
Everybody don't have that budget.
Yeah.
You know, because the overdyed fancy floss is a pricey.
This is a hefty pack,
Yeah.
so save your money.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be an investment, and I told them in the last floss tube that is taking the work out for you searching for all the floss.
Yeah.
We are getting this to you. You don't have to go to 5 different places or look online and they're out of stock. Like we're gonna have everything in it for you.
Yeah. And I'm assuming that we will release the button packs when
that's
we get
separate as well.
Yeah, we'll do it separate, and we'll probably do it once we get the floss packs. And what's the status on the floss packs?
So last time I talked to a couple of the manufacturers, we were talking the beginning of April. So we want to shoot for May to be the beginning. So each month is one section. So there's 6 sections. So if we start in May, June, July, August, September, October, you
Ready
have
for Christmas.
it ready for Christmas.
Yeah.
So
The button packs will be listed the same time as the floss.
yes.
And those will also be, so you'll have to add to cart the button pack, the floss pack, and the chart. If you want all 3, if you already have the chart, then you can just get the floss pack and the button pack.
Yeah.
And so the cloth called for, we should call, but it's on back order. Light taupe is always on back order, and we don't know when it's coming.
We're all going to be stitching it, and I'm sure we're all going to try different.
Yeah, I'll probably do something different.
I was going to say different flavors.
Well, it is. It's your flavor, like what you love, and that's
we actually
okay.
just sent it out to have it stitched again, just because we want to try different cloths and things. And we just sent it out, and we're having her stitch it on 32.
32. So I have to shout out Connie.
Yeah.
I sent something for her to be model stitched and
for a finishing video.
For a finishing video, so that we can film the video and do the finish all at one time. And her stitching is beautiful. She did a great job, and we sent the North Pole to her to do on the linen, and
I can't wait to see it.
I like testing it on different fabrics because
it's gonna give it a different look. Yeah,
it changes it completely when you change fabric or your own colors.
Someone asked if the frame will fit 14 count Aida, so it's on 28. What is that in Aida?
28 and 14 and 28 are
the same.
Equivocal.
Okay.
So I would do.
I know I won't be doing it on.
And definitely order a half yard of cloth. Yeah. Don't do the fat quarter, half yard to be safe. Yeah. I already had someone say they didn't have enough room.
Yeah. But and then just a reminder, I am going to stitch it, but I'm going to stitch them separately because I want to
That's
stitch
kind
them
of what
and
I'm
do.
thinking.
I don't even know where is the piece somewhere.
I put it over there because you kept saying it was in the way.
It was in the way. It's massive.
It's like we don't know where to put it, so
it keeps getting juggled. It's right there, Mom.
Oh. So
yeah, this has been a long talk about it, but I feel like we've had a
lot of questions.
We've had a ton of questions, and there is so much excitement, and I think it's going to be so much fun seeing everyone's progress
and your take on it. Yeah, I think I want to do it separate. I don't know.
Okay. We'll see. Sorry,
I have a hard time committing to things.
So look at you guys. Every time I see this, I love it so much. It's so much fun. It has so much detail that every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's so cute.
I cannot wait to do it. And I am totally, I love the frame, but I want to do mine in pillows and then put them like in a dough bowl.
Yes. And if you are like, oh, I don't think I can do a piece that big, pick your favorite section. Yeah. Pick your favorite section.
Take your time.
It's not a race. We're here to just add moral support and have fun while we're stitching this because I actually had a thought when when I had read one of the emails about our pattern, and I want to make it as easy and non-frustrating for you as possible. So when I'm putting something together, I want to think, okay, what is going to be the easiest, most like non-frustrating, so you're not getting frustrated. And that's what is in this book. And I am so I am so proud of it. And Kathy,
thank you so much.
thank you. Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Kathy.
We appreciate you, and
so
that
sweet.
means a lot.
Every time that happens, I get the chills.
Yeah.
You guys are the best.
So,
Okay, any other questions? That was a lot.
A lot of info, but
And
you can come back to this video if you wonder about it.
and we'll have like graphics of
Yeah.
the stitch along when the dates are secure. So, all right.
And
so,
our newsletter, back to regular programming.
regular scheduled programming.
Okay, so 2 bundles came out in our cross stitching newsletter, and you guys are usually the bundle people.
oh,
This is
Well,
Mom's favorite right
this
now.
is my favorite part of the show, or one of the favorites. But oh my gosh, you guys, Lindsay,
Tell me
this-
how I can assist you if you
this
need it.
was an when we released this one the first time.
It was
She's like, I'll order more. And so she got online and she ordered more. Well, they told her that it was sold out and we weren't going to get any back. And then the other day, it showed up. And so we're like, well, darn, we got to put that out. And so I think
This
it
one's a
does
little
have,
bigger.
yeah, this one's a little bigger. It has a couple of extra pieces in it. And I'm just going to tell you right now, when I cut these, I always have like an end cut that don't make a fat quarter. It all's gone to my house.
Yeah.
Really?
There is no orphans of this.
So what
So
what are you imagining to make out of this beautiful fabric?
I want to make a great big quilt for our guest room in our house.
Yes.
I just think it would be these colors. And then my friend Kathy, she's been coming in and helping us every day. And I got my nails done the other day, and she was folding it, and I was sitting there talking to her, and I laid my hand on the fabric.
Yeah.
Look at this. My nails match the fabric.
Oh my gosh, they
I
totally
was like,
do.
oh my gosh, look at this. I was like, perfect. So
well, it was
anyway,
meant to be.
these are so cute. Look at these, how beautiful.
So this line is called Honey Bunny.
And these are
By
bunnies.
who?
Studio E,
Studio
I
E.
believe.
These are teeny little bunnies.
That look like daisy
That
flowers.
look like daisy flowers.
It's such a clever design.
And so then we have the little polka dots. And then, oh, look at the bunnies on this one. And it's so, it's just such a beautiful, soft color to look at.
yes, it's
and-
very calming.
Yes.
It's very neutralized, the colors.
And this gray, the dots have a pink tone to them.
And I love it.
Yeah.
I
That
love
is
that
like,
one. That's
I
my
would make
favorite.
a dress out of that.
I know.
Like, can
That-
you imagine
oh.
a dress out of that print?
It is
Oh
so
my
beautiful. I
gosh.
love, I mean, I'm not
Like,
really.
why am I
oh.
so, like, loving that print? I actually, when I was taking a picture.
Look at the
Yeah.
bunnies on this.
Yeah.
And, as much as I love snowmen, bunnies are the
here.
next love.
I would, yes, they are.
So, snowmen are my winter favorite, and bunnies
Yeah.
are my spring and summer. I love bunnies.
Yeah.
In fact, I told John, I says, the other day there was somebody selling a bunch of bunnies online. And I says, ooh, let's go buy a whole bunch. We'll just let them loose by the yard. And he looked at me like I'd been
That's
in,
not a
I
good
was
idea.
in
That's
crazy.
not a good idea.
He's like, are you crazy?
Growing up, we actually had wild bunnies
Yes.
in our yard.
I would
growing
sit
up.
on the
And we would
deck.
put carrots out and stuff.
I would sit on the deck trying to catch.
Because
the
I
Well-
think someone did that.
Yeah. Well, we actually moved up into the Heber area up in the high mountains
By
in
Park
Utah,
City.
By Park City.
Yeah.
And we moved in the winter. It was like in the end of November, 1st of December. And it snowed like the first weekend we were there. And we were sitting there, and all of a sudden we seen all these little bunnies come running across the yard. And we're like,
It's,
oh my gosh.
magical.
I was like, go grab the carrots.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, we fed them and loved them and all the time.
Yeah.
But then we had neighbors that didn't like them. So,
Yeah,
But-
so a lot of questions about the North Pole, people who just got here. Just rewind the video because
When we
all
post
of
it.
that, and you can
Yeah.
even do it now. You don't have to be live. I've noticed.
Yeah.
You can rewind while we're
You
live.
can push your
Yeah.
arrow back and you can.
So just go check that out, and it's all the information you
Yeah.
need for the North Pole. The other bundle is
Oh.
so fun and springy.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
This is so. It was difficult to photograph because the colors
just does not do justice. These
are
are so.
the epitome of spring.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Right here.
Look at this.
Here, do you want me to help you?
I was cutting this yesterday. No, don't touch it. Don't be touching my
Don't
fabric.
touch the bundles.
Oh my gosh. I was like, I want to be a little girl again. Look at this. And
Yeah, it reminds
I
me of
mean,
like the 70s.
look at how cute
Like, that's
this
what
daisy
yeah.
fabric is.
That's
I
my
was,
favorite.
Oh my gosh. I think this one is my favorite, and I'll tell you another one in a second. Look how cute this is.
Those look like they should be pants.
Oh,
I
gosh.
think I had shorts in that.
I was
print.
gonna say this.
Mom!
Looks, yeah.
Mom, do you remember?
I
think
so.
I had shorts in
I
that
think
print.
so. And then this is a really soft, pretty yellow.
It's like butter.
Yeah. And then of course she always have a good stripe that goes.
That's like a herringbone, and I love
It
that.
does have a 70s vibe.
Yeah,
I
it
love
does
It's
have a
70s,
70s and just
spring,
springy. I just
fun,
absolutely
hippie.
love
Like
it.
I'm a hippie at heart, and this.
Yeah.
Is
I don't
what-
know how you can't smile.
Yeah.
when you
looking
see
at
this.
these fabrics.
Oh, I know. It's just absolutely beautiful.
It's gonna brighten any.
another
thing
really
it
pretty soft
is on.
yellow.
Step away from the fabric.
And then we've got the green that matches that yellow that was on
Yeah.
there. And then this is my other favorite.
Yeah, I like this.
I was like, oh my gosh. I would have a whole, I don't know, blanket.
Those would be cute pants too.
Yes. And so you guys, if you haven't jumped on, I mean, this one, we've been really trying to order double the amounts on the bundles, but this one, unfortunately,
It's gonna take time for us to get to that
Yeah.
point.
but
yeah.
oh my gosh, you guys, if you want, if you can jump on and grab this,
These
because
would be great
it is,
for like Lindsay's
Welcome
stamps,
spring.
like welcome
Mhm.
spring,
Katie's Hello Spring.
yeah,
Um,
for cross stitching.
Carrot Farm.
Well, and even a lot of Lindsay's fun little table toppers for the quilters and stuff
yeah.
is just
Yeah.
beautiful. And we're going to show you something that has a couple of these pieces in the line.
Yeah.
So,
And it would be cute for a baby girl
oh,
or a little like preteen. Like that is like what I imagine with this
Mhm.
fabric
it's
is like on a daybed. Like that is
Yeah.
literally what I see in my
just
head.
beautiful.
Yes.
So if you haven't grabbed one and,
Yeah.
and they're still in stock, you guys got to
Yeah.
go get it.
Yeah.
So,
Other things in the newsletter.
Sorry.
So I have been, well, are we gonna go over these?
The cookbook.
The cookbook, which
Mhm.
we
Really
didn't bring
quick.
in here.
we
Which
didn't
is
bring a
fine.
cookbook.
Everyone knows the cookbook from Nashville.
Okay.
It's exclusive to people who went to Nashville to pick up. They just announced they're doing one last print. So we ordered it. And I don't know if you guys know who Alley Cat on Instagram is. She was at our
Oh.
winter retreat. She
She-
was so sweet. She is like the retreat
Great queen.
Queen.
Oh my
Like-
gosh.
Like,
Can
if
I
you
have
have a
your
clip-
life? Can I have your life?
I was like, what does
She-
she do for work? How does she do this?
I'm just every week she's at a new retreat, and I'm like,
Share
going,
your
I'm
secrets.
I'm
with
so
us.
jealous. I keep telling these
Yeah.
girls I want to go to a retreat.
Yeah, so she posted, I don't know if she's hosting it, I should have looked.
We want to go to a
Um,
retreat to retreat.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
she's doing a stitch along with the cookbook, like to
Oh.
stitch something in the cookbook, and I know
I've
you
picked a
yeah,
piece. I picked a
Oh.
piece.
I
I'm stitching.
picked one.
I'm picking the Blackbird Designs one.
I'm
Well, I
doing
don't think
the
I grabbed me
shepherd's
a
bush.
cookbook. I'm gonna have to grab.
I
one.
didn't grab.
I grabbed
I
one.
need one.
But so pre-orders are listed for that, so they
Okay.
won't ship until we get them. So I'm not sure. I think it said April something that they'll be shipping out. So it will be a few weeks, and just
So
if
if you
you-
can, if you want it, try just to
order that
just that
only because your other stuff won't ship
until that comes.
that comes. So if you want stuff immediately, that's not
Do
the
it in a
cookbook,
separate order.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's gonna be waiting till April.
Yeah.
Sorry about that's just
That's just how it
how
works.
it is,
Yeah.
so-
Sorry.
Anyway, and the last thing in the newsletter, which I'm so freaking excited about,
I want to do this one. It's
So,
so cute.
Yes.
Shout out to who's hosting. So Tiny Modernist, the Stitcher's Garden, this pattern. Jody on Flosstube and Instagram, she's stitching with Ocala, and Stitchy Linda, they're hosting a Stitchalong. They announced it a while ago, and I knew I wanted to stitch. It's one of my favorites from Market, and so they're hosting the Stitchalong. Use hashtag a Stitcher's Garden SAL, and then I'm so excited because Holly from Mrs. Jones Stitches, I was like, girl, I gotta make a color conversion with Color and Cotton because I'm ready to use Color and Cotton. We just got all of their floss to use, and her and I talked a while. She picked all this out.
This floss is
It's
stunning.
I'm so excited to use Color and Cotton.
It's so rich.
We did pre-orders for the floss pack only, so you'll need to order the floss pack and the chart separately. And here's
Want me
the
to hold it for a minute?
floss.
Is my arm tired?
I'm not sure how to let me get my board.
Yeah.
So I grabbed some boards, just some. So this is our floss pack color conversion by Holly Jones, and we are selling the floss packs. I know she is just so excited about this too. She's great with color. I really enjoyed she went to all these people went to the winter retreat, and they're all my new besties, and I just had so much fun picking this out. I think that's everything. I don't know. Is that all I needed to say?
I can't wait to do this one.
Beautiful color conversion.
Look
at this gray. I already know this is a
Yeah.
wonderful gray.
Yes, the tone of
the
it
Color
is,
and Cotton, is it just a new brand? I mean, I'm late to the game.
People sign up for their club and wait weeks for their club. And we were fortunate enough that I said, hey, we want your whole collection because I think we could coordinate this into our charts. And this is your and we think too, if you haven't tried it, here's your opportunity to try it. And Alicia said that it's so soft and she loves it, and everyone on Flosstube raves about it. They talk about it constantly.
And you want to know what?
Mom has the red.
I think it's great that there are so many brands because each
so
brand
much
has
good.
a different
look. Yeah.
And it gives charts. I like to mix and match because they'll have one color in this one, and so
absolutely.
It feels
it's
very
just
soft.
and I can't wait to start bringing those into the charts.
And there's how many yards? There's 8 yards on a thing.
Yeah, they're more. They're bigger.
Okay.
Bigger skeins.
Game changer.
So go get on their wait list.
Game changer.
Yeah.
Wow. They killed it with 8 yards because 10 yards seems like too much, but 8 is
sweet spot.
Yeah. That's DMC almost, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So thank you, Jody
Thank you.
and Linda and Holly for helping me do this. I'm so excited to join you guys. And yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So it starts April 10th. Sorry. It starts April 10th.
Did you want to show?
So speaking of other floss, so Weeks came out with new colors. Here.
Spread it out. We got these at Market.
So we want your opinion,
What you like?
What colors are you digging out of these new floss colors? Because I see each one and I'm like, oh yeah, there's a place for each one, and different seasons, different charts.
Yeah. So that's Weeks, and then.
And I will just tell you, I have an amazing story about the Weeks, one of the blue ones, and I will wait on that because it's gonna be. I have designed a chart in my mind this morning based on
a floss.
One floss color, and it's going to be incredible. And I think it's gonna be like therapy because it's my grandma, and it's anyway. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think that's. Oh, we had tote bags listed, but they are sold out.
And
But
we
good
had a ton of
news.
them and they sold out.
We are looking into restock.
Yeah.
So it says, my soul is fed with needle and thread.
Yep. And we gave these to all the shops at market with their order, and they loved it. And we were like, let's sell them. So definitely go check. Well, you can't. It's sold out, but we want to get it.
we'll
in
restock.
We'll restock. We just got to get with Jessie, our
Merch.
our merchant girl,
Our merch specialist.
and stuff, and she'll let us know when we can have those restocked. And because she's pretty good, pretty good about it.
Yeah.
Do you want to
So-
talk about the raindrop too?
Well, I'll wait so I have something to talk about between you two.
Okay.
Since I
Okay.
literally did not bring any whips.
And that's
so
okay.
It's okay. I'm forgiving myself. for
You know
that.
what? I went months without stitching, you guys. So it's you go and flow. You
Yes.
go and ups and downs.
Flow is coming
Yeah.
back, and I was talking about it this morning, and I have some really fun ideas.
Yeah.
So
You can go first, Mom.
Okay, so last week I wasn't able to show you any of my progress, and so I got a few things
Very
or
nice.
whatever. So I'll show you the progress I have on some things, and I'll show you my new. So I'm stitching
the
this little
Soiree
gal.
Couture by
Which I want to do.
Tra-la-la.
It's sold out. I'll try. You know what? I'm gonna
Yeah.
try and reorder that because it was sold out.
This is
I just love the
Oh my
colors
gosh, I
and
need to do
everything.
this.
It's so pretty. I love it.
So what cloth is that?
I think I wrote it. Did I
That
write
looks
it
like
down?
light taupe 28.
I think it is. I thought I wrote
And
it down. Maybe I
Are you
didn't.
doing called for?
Yes. I didn't write it
It
down.
looks like taupe.
I think
Yeah,
light
it's
taupe.
taupe.
I think
28.
it's a light taupe
Or
28.
27.
Yeah. But yes, I'm using
Okay.
all the called for. And I
gotta,
absolutely
like, do
love
it at an angle.
I absolutely love all the colors. And I'm using all the called for DMC. I'm not using the
Which
fancy.
is great.
Yeah.
I think it looks great.
Yeah, it's looking beautiful. I
And
love it.
it was sold out when I tried to order this. It didn't come, so I need to look and see if we can get this on order.
So, and it's been very relaxed. I don't know
It's so
about you guys,
cute.
but when you find one that you like to stitch, don't you savor it?
I do.
I savor it.
Well, I don't
And
like
so
that.
this is one that I love. I've been loving to stitch, and I want it to last. so it's
Oh,
like,
I like
so
that.
I savor it.
Well, I think that's
Yeah.
better too because
Yeah.
you're
You're enjoying
You're
it.
enjoying it
I mean,
more.
Yep,
and you
so
will have
that's-
more memories associated with
Yeah.
that because you're savoring it.
yep. And
I
so,
love it.
Yep, I'm savoring it.
So, Plumtree Samplers Float and Heart Street Samplery Sting Like a Bee. They did Pincushion together. They did a collaboration. I started on Float, you guys, this last weekend. I could not put this down, and I'm stitching it on 27 count
so pretty.
vintage country mocha. Hers is on 40 count linen, and it's supposed to be like they were small pincushions. Mine's turning out a lot bigger, and I'm missing a color, or else I would have finished this like 100%.
It is so gorgeous.
I'm gonna put
beautiful.
these in frames for my bedroom, and there's a lot of floss change, and I'm using all the called for DMC. Beautiful color palette, such a fun stitch. I am loving it. So I'm gonna start the other one. So it will be float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, like in 2 frames. And then I have a few other charts I wanna make like a collage on my wall. And that's kind of my plan. You know, I have all these plans and I'm like, why haven't I finished anything yet? Like literally, I feel like I have all these plans and I'm like, I just haven't finished anything, but this I am finishing.
You are.
Yeah, that one is
Really
great.
quick, a shout out to Gidget. Hey girl,
Hey girl, get it.
how are you?
Oh,
Hi
miss you.
ladies.
so
Thank
sweet.
you.
Yes.
You guys, I'm trying to read the comments.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your comments. You guys are wonderful. Hey Sandy.
Should I do
Oh
my
my
next
God.
one?
Yeah.
And so I started this one a couple weeks ago, and
This is pretty.
yeah,
Some bunny loves you.
and I honestly I don't know.
That is
That's-
mushroom.
Yeah,
That's 20 count mushroom.
Yeah, 28
so
mushroom.
this
Cottage Garden.
I'm doing this 1/2, and I love it.
Oh, really?
I
need to take a closer look
This
at this.
is one that I'm still, like, and the one thing that we noticed is, so I started the 1/2, and I was like, gosh, it just don't feel like it's filling in. And so I turned my cloth around and I did 2/2. And then I was like, oh man, that just looks too thick and bulky. And so that is my 2/2, and that's my 1/2. And when Alicia was here, I was showing her, and she's like, I like the 1 because it makes it look more
I actually thought
vintage.
that. I thought it looks like old cross
Yes.
stitch because
it makes it more delicate looking.
you can see the crosses.
Yeah.
You
I
can
like
see
that.
the distinct
Yep.
crosses.
Yeah.
I think there's a time and place for each kind where you want more dense
Yeah.
or
So
loose.
It's this
And
chart here.
this
I
is
don't
a-
know if we have any of these in stock. I mean,
I don't
Emmy
think so.
Emmy can look and see if we can order some, but
I can
I
get
just
that
think
stuff
he's
on
just
order. Yeah.
he's just the cutest
Yeah.
little thing. But I've been having a really
It's cute.
good time.
I like the colors. I
Yeah.
like the cloth.
And I'm using all the called for DMC.
So I will get that ordered if anyone's
Yeah.
interested.
It's all the called for DMC, and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
It's
So
turning
cute.
out beautiful. So
So I'm doing American Red. It
This
came
was
out
one
at
of my-
Market.
this was
in
one of my favorites.
Top 5 at Market by October
Me
House
too.
Fiber Arts, who I love. I switched the color to a different red. Called for is Licorice Red Classic. I'm doing Weeks Dye Works Louisiana Hot Sauce. And I'm stitching mine on 32 count platinum.
wow.
Monaco. It's Lugana Monaco, which I don't know why it says both in the like. I looked it up to be sure. No, on my cloth
Oh.
it says Lugana Monaco. Why does it have both words? Are they the same thing?
I don't know.
And I'm doing 1/2, which I have loved as well lately.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And I hope I have enough room on my cloth. I'm a little stressed out. So I'm gonna finish the border on
Oh.
top and make sure. I think I'm good, but I might have started too far over. I don't know. But this has been really fun. I'm stitching along with Mom, Alicia,
Katie.
Como Stitches, and Katie. So it's not an official stitch along. It's just something we really wanted to do together, and we kitted up all together. So yeah.
And so I'm going to show you mine.
It's really pretty.
So when Alicia was here, we were like, okay, we want to do
love
this
that.
together. And so me and Alicia, and I don't know if she's changed her mind, but I'm doing the cherry cobbler color.
Which I love me some cherry cobbler.
Yep. And so mine is the cherry cobbler that I'm doing. And then I have to shout out to Como Stitches because I was able to get her bags.
Yeah.
Look at this. Oh my gosh.
So cute.
So cute. I love it. I love it. And then I bought the little needle
Thread.
holder, but
Yeah.
I'm not very good at using those, but I had to have it. Anyway, so here I'm doing mine on 16, I can't remember.
Clay barn.
Clay barn. And so this is how far I've gotten.
I'm like still holding up
You're
this
like-
floss. I'm just like I'm looking at it because it's so different from hers.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
they-
I can put
So
we
my-
should
this is-
compare it.
This is my 16 clay barn.
We tried to pick similar
Yeah.
cloths.
And Emmy, and I'm doing 2/2. I'm doing the 2.
Here, come over a little.
Or not 2/2. 'cause it's
1/2.
Yeah, 1/2.
And I really hope I have enough
Yeah.
room.
Mm.
I'm
That's
getting
why-
a little stressed out.
That's why well, so what my theory is I'm starting the top border. So if I
That's
have
what I
to,
am doing.
if
and
I have to move over just a tidge, I can.
Oh,
But anyway.
that's
I
clever.
should have done. If I have to unpick, it's fine. I want to show my bag because I made this with Lindsay, and I'm ready to make our Lori Holt bags.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
put
okay.
that on our calendar. I'm ready to make those. I made this bag 2 years ago,
Mhm.
and this is Bonnie and Camille. I used the mini charm pack, and I just
We
love
made
this
matching
bag.
ones.
Yeah,
That is
and
cute.
it's quilted, and I love a quilted bag.
Yeah.
That is it's sturdy. I love it.
Anything quilted
And
is
then,
like luxurious.
Another thing I started, and I don't know, I had this, and it was all kitted with the floss, and I was like, oh, I want to start something new, and I hadn't done anything of Lori Holt's for a while.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
And so-
I need to order her new stamp. Her
Yes.
new,
Yeah, she got her new
the quilting ones.
yep.
Yeah.
Cards.
cards.
Gosh, I have so much.
And
to
so I
learn.
started this, and again, I'm not sure what cloth I'm. You know me,
That
I just
looks
go in
like
my stash.
28 white.
I think it is 28 white.
28 white.
And
Let me
it's
pull
all
it.
the DMC
That's
called for.
27.
Mm.
I don't think that's 28.
Yeah, it's probably
It's
20.
thicker.
Okay.
28 count white is a lot thinner.
Yes, it is.
So it's I just outlined it. Got a small start. It's small. I think it's going to be really cute.
Mm-hmm.
Something cute to put in my sewing room.
Yeah.
So that's the one I did
I
on
need
that.
a sewing room, you guys. I need,
So-
and I'd shout out to Jody. She was in her quilty room and she did a little view of it. And it's so cute and I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
So go watch her Flosstube.
Let's see. You want to do that one?
Yeah, so me and Lindsay worked last night on making a conversion for a Honey of a Tiny Town by Heart and Hand for Market. Upon my, saying it last week, it's been a resounding yes.
Well, it was immediately when it came out. We thought
we thought it
we
immediately.
thought do it in this palette to
And
match the bees.
It's a little bit of a challenge. There's a lot of colors in this, so we're condensing it a little. So I am going to stitch my heart out to get this to you guys because I think it needs to be. We're picky, okay? Lindsay,
We are so picky.
well. It's her color palette, and I want it to be.
I
what
want
you
it
want.
to.
Yeah. Let's see.
Like it's.
So I worked on.
I want it to flow.
Yes.
Just like so, she did a
I love it.
wonderful job.
Yes.
With her palette.
It's
I'm not.
beautiful.
I think it is wonderful, and the balance she has. All we
Beautiful.
are doing is changing out colors.
to match ours.
We're keeping the same value of color, so light, mediums, and darks.
Yeah.
So, I think either palette is gorgeous.
This reads fall to me.
yes,
Ours reads
Yeah.
spring
Yes.
to me.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, you could do both.
Yeah, make
So
one for
I
each.
started stitching it last night and I'm doing it on, what is this? The flax.
32 flax.
And I got the White House. So we're doing B5200 for the white. And I got the windows and door done. And I'm going to focus on this and get this done.
Yes.
So I'm stitching on linen. It's not bad. And I'm doing 1/2. Just look how cute those stitches are.
I know. I was admiring your work.
I feel like I have grown so much as a stitcher, and
you have.
it's become, the more I've done it, the easier it becomes. And I know that, that's with any trade or anything you're doing, and even reading a chart has become easier.
You
for
wouldn't
me.
think doing a cross stitch you get better and better at it, but you do.
My stitches
your
have
stitches
improved.
get neater. They get, and you know what? We all start in the same place.
Oh,
and
You should tell them the story about my very first cross stitch before we even did cross stitching. I didn't understand it. So I was skipping holes and I was like, why is this not turning out?
It was funny.
It was hilarious.
I don't even remember how you did it. It was.
I
so
literally
hilarious.
did a stitch, skipped,
Skip,
stitch, skip. Because I didn't understand the concept, you guys.
It was
And then
funny.
I
I'm
have
so proud of my sister.
Aw,
Yeah.
No,
I'm proud
I
of you
really
guys.
am.
We had to tease her a little about it, but
It was funny.
It was cute.
This was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I swear. It was in 2019.
19.
19.
Yeah.
And then I have it in my B stitch case by Christine Sherman. So go check out her shop. She sells the patterns and bags every once in a while.
And she's doing the cases for the North Pole.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think she's doing batches of releases on those.
Yeah.
So be sure to check her out because you're gonna want a case.
So then my last one is, again, shout out to Como Stitchers. This is the
So
other
cute.
bag I got.
You're just all blinged out.
Yeah.
now.
oh my god.
she has upped her cross stitch game.
Yeah. So anyway,
She
again,
went from Ziploc to.
well, and
And
it's
it doesn't
funny,
matter.
It really don't matter, but it's
Pretty things are just pretty
yeah.
things.
Well, and I think
Right?
what inspired me is watching Hannah and
Mm.
and
She's a
all her
bag
bags.
lady,
She's like
yeah.
the bag lady, and I was like, you know what? Why why not? And I think the reason why is because I know I can make them because I have.
But
And
we
so
don't
it's
got
really
time.
hard for me to go, I'm going to spend the money and buy it because I know I can make it and stuff. And so finally I was like, I don't have time. I do not have time to make these bags.
Yeah, we don't.
And so I thought,
Well, and you're supporting
yes,
another
Yeah.
small business.
exactly.
And I say
I love it.
that's what if
I love it.
you should when you can support a small business.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
It's
Well, and
you're making their whole life.
Just so you guys know,
Yeah.
when you live in Utah, only Utahns understand this.
Oh, no.
Is
Uh-oh.
is we're very crafty here.
It's a
in
do-it-yourself
Utah. It's
state.
a do-it-yourself state.
It's look at it and replicate it.
Yes, it's look at it, replicate it.
Because
copy
also
it.
Utah people are very budgety.
Yes.
It's the culture. Everyone is penny
yes.
pincher. Like that's just the culture.
And
here.
so,
yeah.
I mean, even back when the kids were little, I mean, I was an avid crocheter. I can crochet anything
By sight.
by sight.
Yeah.
You show me something, I don't need a pattern. I can just sit there and just stitch it
It is
up.
incredible.
And
It is.
so for me to buy something like that, I can't. And that's
But
how I
we
look.
should start.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
why do we do that? Because I do that too. And when you said that, I'm
Yeah.
like, well, I can make it. Well, I haven't made it for
Yeah.
4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
So-
like I'm gonna buy it because my
And-
time, I don't have time.
Yeah.
Money is time around here. Just kidding. Or
Yeah.
time is money. I don't know.
So anyway, so back to this one.
Sorry, that was a rant.
Is Lindsay's Christmas quilt
Yeah.
stitch, and so when Alicia was here again, we were like, oh, we want to do this, and
I'm
we've been
excited
seeing
about
everybody. We've been seeing everybody do
Yeah.
it in different colors, and Mrs. Jones, didn't she do it?
I just have
She
to-
did the bee conversion.
Yes.
And it's
It is.
adorable.
And
And
it's
it's
so
so cute.
cute. And so
Yeah.
we were looking through the fancy floss while Alicia was here, and these two colors were sitting in one of our bins together.
Those are
Yeah.
like match made in heaven
oh
right
my
there.
gosh. And we were like, we've got to do this. And so I started mine, and that's my start. And I have to show you again. I wanted to try, I can't even see this. I don't have my glasses. I did.
Yeah, I can't either.
I did 1/1, right? Is that how you'd say
Yes. Yes.
That's too small.
That is like, you
Oh
can't
my
even tell what it
gosh.
is.
that? You can't even.
I'm like blinded by it.
Look
'cause
at
I'm
that.
like, I can't
It's
see
like-
it. I can't focus on it.
It's like
Yeah.
1/1. I was like, no, not gonna happen. And
Yeah.
so I think this is just my 25 count country mocha. It's just a scrap.
I just
And-
love
It's gonna be cute.
And so what I'm doing
Yeah.
is instead of doing the flower part, the red, I'm gonna do the blue,
yeah.
red, and then all the
Okay, so you're
the
opposite. You're
sashing.
doing the opposite.
Yeah, I'm
So-
doing the opposite.
I talked to Holly for quite a while the other day about this, and she said it would be great in your flags on the 4th bowl.
Attention! I have a quilt that is designed for 4th of July.
Oh! I can't wait
That's
to
gonna
see.
make Kathy happy.
That's it. That's all I have.
Yeah.
So
And that's all I have for
Yeah.
floss.
I mean a
Or
quilt
for-
cross stitch,
Oh,
but
a
it
quilt
could be
cross
it,
stitch.
it could be a quilt too.
I knew what you meant. Like,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, is
She-
it the one?
It's gonna be like that, but it's a
Oh.
4th of July theme, and
Get on it.
I know it just needs to be stitched.
Yeah. So anyway,
Well, I'll share my one thing that I brought that I didn't really stitch either. My lovely sister Katie, she poured her heart out stitching this.
Yeah.
Like, we wanted to show it at market. So this is Raindrop Kisses. It goes with my Kisses and Wishes series, and I had so much fun designing this, and I wanted to embody spring, and I did all of the things that I think of for spring.
Yeah.
And I kind of like, I don't know, I was designing this with this in mind, like the blue sky, the pink flowers, the green grass. So it's like the
it just
color,
flows.
the color flow is like nature.
Yeah.
So I love it so much. And my favorite is these
Yeah.
cute little goose and the chicks. They're so cute. So
So that's in
or
the
duck.
works.
So that's in the works. And when do we have a
what is it
release
stitched
date?
on?
That is the the
Edinburgh?
I don't know.
32 Edinburgh, I believe, and Katie stitched it 1/2.
Which is my new favorite lately.
It is.
Oh, she says
32 light taupe. It is
So
beautiful.
1/2.
It is
Which
stunning.
It just the 32 count 1/2. Your stitches just lay so much nicer.
Yes, like
So
look
one
at that.
thread over 2.
Over 2 holes. Like look at how flat her stitches are.
Yeah.
I like that.
She did a great job.
Yeah.
So, I will be doing the photography for that very soon, so that can get
Sent to the printer.
sent to the printer
To be announced.
to be announced.
Yeah.
Okay, so we
So
go on to our
quilting.
quilting.
Newsletter comes out tomorrow.
Oh, you guys.
There's 2 bundles coming out, and I'll let you guys. This is beautiful.
I picked this out.
Oh my gosh.
If I could have a quilt,
Which it's not going to register quite right on the film.
It's not, but imagine the beach, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Imagine the tonal of these blues and the sand.
Yeah.
It is so calming.
pretty.
So
Look at this.
it's most of the prints are art gallery, and I just have been savoring this
Yeah.
line, and I curated other prints to go with it because there wasn't very many in the collection.
Yeah.
And it's like a very light taupe with a very dusty light blue.
It's so pretty.
And the taupe and the blue, they just work so well, and it's serene because it's not like so contrasting that it's hurting your eyes.
Love that. I love that.
I love
it's very
everything.
botanical.
Yes.
Yeah.
Botanical.
And I love
Floral,
I love
botanical.
I love the
The-
texture.
yeah.
This would be in a farmhouse to me.
This print right here is life.
Yeah.
Like, it's not registering how beautiful this is, but can you imagine? I would just like this as a just one solid piece for a quilt. It's so beautiful.
She messed it up.
I messed it up.
You know, she
I
used to
do
do.
that. Just
I
kidding.
have to tell him.
Uh-oh.
When we first started in this quilting business, I would get these pre-cut bundles. And she would want to, you know, figure out a pattern to make or whatever. So she would open my bundles
That's
so she
funny.
could sit there and figure out what fabrics she wanted to use.
I'm getting
And-
thrown under the bus here.
Oh my gosh. It just like, I would start just jittering. Like, she's messing with my
That's funny.
bundles. Are you going to put it back to where it was?
I
Is it gonna be
tried to.
back?
I
Oh.
tried to.
That's so
It's like
funny.
when
And
you-
it was her Lori Holt bundles
Oh.
most of the time because Lori Holt, I love pulling from all of her collections,
Yes.
and Mom has like
Yeah.
every single collection in a
Yes.
fat quarter bundle. So
And I never use
open
them.
it up,
They're
I
just
take
pretty.
out the pieces, and I give it back to her to put together.
And you know, and I collect all of the, Lindsay knows when Lori Holt brings out a new bundle of a new
we
fabric
just
line.
ordered.
They just know they have to order me a great big
Yeah.
bundle of it. And I don't even care if she orders all the yardage. I just need that bundle because it just sits and looks pretty. I don't
Yeah.
use it.
You will one day.
I will
when
one
she
day.
retires, she's gonna
But
have
anyway,
all the Lori Holt.
Onto this. This is the one of the pieces too.
Yeah, there's a big wrinkle
Yeah.
on that side.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It was just the other side. We used the first cut piece off the
Yeah.
bolt so we don't waste anything.
Yeah. And then there's the writing print on there.
I love this.
Oh, and then there's
Yeah.
this one here.
I
Wait,
love.
that's my favorite
Look
one.
at that one.
I love that
Oh,
piece.
I
Yeah.
love.
Like, what could I make it with that? Anything. A quilt, a
I
project
just see
bag,
that in a farmhouse, like
a table
sitting
runner, a
on-
simple table runner, you
Yeah.
guys. Oh my
Look at that.
gosh.
How beautiful
Ooh.
that is.
Yeah,
just
I love that.
beautiful. And then my next one, it's a big
I love-
bundle,
I
and
love
it is
We
so
restocked
cute.
basically
Yes,
the pink and black,
the pink and
which
black.
also reads farmhouse to me.
This
Oh,
is farmhouse,
yes.
but it gives you a more,
The
vibrant,
black, yeah,
more
the black
vibrant,
version.
saturated.
That's
It's
I
the
love
black
that.
is like a charcoal, like a deep charcoal, but it doesn't
Yeah.
have the brown undertone of charcoal.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to call that color.
has
I'm gonna have to think about it,
black.
but I'm sure she has the name on
Yeah,
the bolt.
so this is by
Lala
Lala
Boutique.
Boutique.
Oh, I love
It's
this
all
one.
her line.
I love it.
what is it? Country Rose.
Yes.
It's all handpicked by Lindsay.
Yeah, the collection she did for this was massive.
Yeah.
Like it had a blue, a yellow, a pink, and a black
Yeah, so
colorway.
it's not the whole line. It's
so
just.
I love just the look of the pink and black together.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite lines in the last year.
Yeah.
Just it's beautiful.
I love Lolo Boutique, period.
Yeah.
Anything she puts out,
This would
I
be
love.
so pretty
She-
in your matchstick
she
quilt.
has
Oh.
she knows how to balance a line of fabric that I appreciate as a quilt designer,
Yeah.
because you need balance. You need prints that like are in the background, you need
Mhm.
foreground prints, you need blending prints, you need
She's
all of
very
those,
good
and
at
it's
it.
so balanced.
Yeah.
I will always
We don't.
love that.
I don't feel like there's a line we haven't like ordered of hers.
No, I always
because
order
it's
her
so
stuff.
good.
Yeah.
And she's from here.
Yeah.
She lives here.
She's
Yeah.
a local
I
designer.
don't know why we just don't hang out.
Yeah, tell her.
Can
We went
someone
to-
tell her we want to hang out?
We went
I-
to
I
one of
did
her
meet
trunk
her.
show, and
I
we
did.
did meet her, and she's very
She's
sweet.
so
gal.
kind.
She's
so
very
kind.
sweet. Yeah.
Very talented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and then one other thing, real quick.
Oh, this.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll show it
Oh,
real quick.
okay.
I'll show it, but
Oh.
we were going through some of our back stock and everything, and I don't know if you guys remember, but we did the gingham
Switch the
quilts.
same line. Right?
And
Lolo Boutique
it's,
gingham.
yep, it's the Lola Boutique, and it's the blue gingham. And this is, if you're looking for something for spring or like, you
A
know,
gift.
for a gift or
Yeah.
whatever.
Such a beautiful
And
color.
then we had the what-
yellow version.
It's like a
It's-
goldenrod yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's that fine line
It's
between
not-
yellow
Which I think
and
it's
warm.
buttery. It's,
it's
like a
very buttery. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
beautiful.
So-
It's sunshine.
We have a
Right
few
there.
of these on hand, but we have a couple handfuls of these that
Yeah.
I think I
I
might
want.
have.
I'm
might-
like
I
I
want
want
one.
one.
You wanted one to
should
make
do
on a
it
bed.
I want a huge one, you
I
guys.
want
Like
a
I want to buy
so-
like
I just-
4 and make a
Yeah.
huge
Huge quilt.
king size
Yeah.
quilt out of the blue one, because it is just.
I'm ready to schedule our sew day.
Yeah.
Let's do
I've been
it.
We can't do our sew day till we have our all-nighter listing day.
Our all-nighter and then all-night quilting.
Yep. There you go.
Speaking of spring and
Look at this.
Delicious. Fun,
Look at this.
bright, cute,
Look how cute
easy,
this is.
beginner.
Yep.
I love all of those words, Emily.
Yeah. Look
This
how
is a
cute
beginner
this is.
quilt. This is called what? Mini patchwork.
Mini patchwork, and if you are scared to start quilting and
This is a
you
great one.
This
want
is
to
such an easy one.
dive in,
This
this
is
is a kit for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's small, manageable. There's no triangles. There's just squares and border. So
Yeah.
it's a great thing to get into quilting, to
Yeah.
start understanding the fundamentals of quilting.
This is just, it's a charm pack. It's
Mini charm.
A mini charm pack, the border and the background, and you'll get the binding. Simple
Yeah,
as that.
And the
this
backing.
is a great
And the
table
backing.
topper.
So
Yeah.
we provide everything you need. You just provide your own batting. We don't provide batting in our kits,
Yeah.
but backing, binding, background.
But oh
Yeah.
my gosh, did it not just turn out adorable?
It's like spring
I think it's-
time.
I think
I
you
love
need to
it.
tell Avery she has to have this in her room.
Oh,
Or
that'll
we'll-
be so cute.
yes.
on her desk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
That'll be
I
cute.
think this has to
Okay.
go to my
Yes.
Evie.
Yes.
She's my pink girl.
Yeah. She's bright just like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's who she is.
Yeah.
So
So, this, what we're picturing is just a peek at the Free Pattern Friday kit that will be released tomorrow morning. I haven't gotten exact measurements, so that's why I'm saying it could look a little different. I might add one more piece. So this line of fabric
has this
is stunning. It is called Sweet,
Sweet
Liberty by Brenda Riddle.
One of our
Which
favorites. Yeah.
Her fabric
I
is
love
so
her.
delicate. It's so beautiful.
love.
It creates like a vintage inspired delicate look that
Mhm.
I adore.
Yeah.
Don't
I
the-
adore.
Dorothy,
Oh, yeah.
Dorothy.
I thought that too.
Oh,
Wizard
yeah.
of Oz. Dorothy.
Her dress.
Her dress. Yeah.
Makes
But let's
sense.
open up this one, and this, look at this print.
So
Is that not
beautiful.
yummy?
It's so pretty.
So it
Hand me
is,
the charm. I
it
don't know.
is 4th of July, but it's that muted palette
Yeah.
that is so in
Let's
right
see if I
now.
can-
And I just
Let's see if we can kind of show
Yeah.
the charm.
So it's a mini charm pack, and there's so many cute. There's
Which
like
we
a
love.
red. There's
Yeah.
a red in there, which we have. So and the red will probably be the binding.
Love mini charms here. Any charm. It just makes your quilting just so much easier.
Yes, Linda said her prints are feminine. They are so just feminine and like
Soft.
delicate,
Yeah.
delicate,
Lovely,
romantic, delicate, like just.
Yeah.
I love how I
agree.
love her style.
Yeah.
And she has her own unique style.
Yeah.
I like all her fabrics usually too.
Yeah.
I do too. I do too.
Yep. Wow.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
Wow.
Did we have giveaways?
Oh, giveaways, yes.
I wasn't sure if you had done
Should I
that.
do my message before or after giveaways?
After.
Okay.
So, here, you get to read it, and then I'll show it.
Attention, floss tubers.
2 giveaways for the cross stitch.
The Chicken Club. So they're the same thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
2.
So this one, 2 winners: Stephanie Racine or Racine, Racine, and Kathleen Patterson.
Yep.
The Quilting
2 winners.
2 winners: Sandy Newman and Jen Bergstrom. Please email Emily to
Claim your
claim your
prize.
prize.
And then this week we're doing the bag, the notebook, and the pen. Show them those things. So the bag, the notebook, and pen are back there. So we're going to do 4 winners for this.
For the
this
tote
week.
bag.
The
And then
tote bag,
we
our
had
notebook.
We had a new little notebook.
And this can be for quilting
And then
or
the
cross
pen.
stitch
Yes.
because it says my soul is fed by needle and thread. And so quilting, my quilting peeps, my cross stitch peeps.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought it would be nice. I had a question in mind. I want to know what your favorite cloth is because I'm trying to broaden our cloth inventory. Right now we only carry Yarn Tree and Witch Out. And watching Flosstube, I just can't believe how many cloth brands there are too.
Yeah.
And I feel so behind. I feel like I don't
Yeah.
know. So what are some cloth lines that you like and the color?
Okay.
So I would love to stock more cloth for our shop, but I just don't know where to begin. And I want to like, just like the color and cotton, I want to try some out.
Like your
Yeah.
absolute favorite, what you go to
Yeah.
the most often.
The brand and the color.
Because
yeah.
chances are a lot of people are thinking the same thing you are and they're going to love that cloth too.
Yeah.
And you know, it's hard because there are so many brands and we do want to support more than just, you know,
Yeah.
we want to support. In fact, who were we
you
talking?
have an announcement
Oh,
for
I have
Stitching
an
with
announcement.
Mom,
Oh, Stitchalong with Mom.
which we are trying a cloth out. It's on its way, kind of.
We are going to give you
A sneak
tip or a,
tip.
what is it?
Like, we're just saying what the plan
It is a Stacy Nash
market
pattern.
release.
It is a Stacy Nash pattern. And can I say, she was in the booth next to us, and I am telling you, I
She's
want to be
very-
her when I grow up.
Yeah, she's very sweet.
Like, her work is
Beautiful.
impeccable,
Yeah.
stunning.
Beautiful. Her style. I
She
love
just
her
has
style.
this, she just has her own unique style, and I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
So, Stitch Along with Mom coming soon. Everything's on order. Everything's kind of on its way.
I loved it.
Dates are being planned.
I saw it and immediately
Well,
like,
we both looked at it and
we're like, that's
it.
the one. It
Like,
was, you
that's
know.
Because that's what we were looking for when we were there. Like,
Yeah.
what we want to stitch
Yeah,
along,
and
what
we
want
want
to
to support other designers. It's so important to me
Yeah.
to support the community
Yeah.
of designers and cross stitchers and so
Oh, and then you were gonna talk about your dad's fence.
Well, it's sold out.
Oh, the
it
picket
sold-
fence
yeah,
sold
but,
out.
You know, just
So
to
thank
tell them all,
you,
thank
everyone.
you.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you for supporting
our dad. Yeah.
Our dad. He is always blown away. He called
he
me.
loves it.
He
yeah.
called me yesterday. We were talking for an hour. He
Yep,
was so
same, yeah.
pumped. he was like, oh my god, like
He bought another machine to whip them out for you.
Yeah. But then we talked to him, me and Emmy did, and I know that me and Katie have talked about doing a stitch along
With the spring
with
one?
the spring seasonal spring one.
Yeah.
But it will be down the road and
Yeah.
when we do it. And so we told him, you know, keep it in mind because he says he'll probably restock them,
Yeah.
but he'll probably wait until we do the stitch along, and then that way he'll give him an idea of how many he probably needs to focus on.
Yeah.
So
cool.
That was it, I think. And then, yeah.
Okay, so I have a little message that I love this part, and if it resonates with you, then I helped someone.
Yeah.
But I wrote in my journal like a week ago, I said, it is not about success or failure. So apply this to any part of your life, and like in cross stitch, you can even apply this. It is not about success or failure, it is about growth. What did I learn about the process, or what lessons did I learn? And we don't grow just for growth's sake. We grow to improve. And so when Emily was saying how much she has improved,
Yeah.
it just made sense,
Yeah.
because we are all improving, and the more you do something and the more you go outside your box and try new things, it's so exciting. And growing, it can be painful, and you will make mistakes, and you will find, you'll look at where you started and to where you are now, and it's amazing. And it's one of my favorite things to broaden my perspective and see, okay, where did I start with cross stitch in my designing for me personally, and where I am now. And then I look at, and then I look at the future, where I want to go, because there is always room for growth. And
well, I think the thing we've talked about before and with Katie is like, stop comparing yourself to others. Compare yourself to yourself. Don't look at where someone else is, because their journey is different than yours. Compare yourself to how far you've come, and like almost like compare yourself to that version of you and where you are now. Because I think it's easy to get caught up in like comparing.
Yes.
But I just don't, it's not a fun place to be. And I think it's better to
I think it's just a human nature thing to compare.
Oh, for sure.
Because like just talking about Stacey Nash, like I'm like, oh my gosh, like I want to be her.
Yeah.
But it's like, I just love her work so much, and I'm inspired by her work.
Yeah.
And instead of like comparing, I am inspired. And I think that's what's so great. So if you see someone, they're stitching on this 40 count, that looks interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it might inspire you to try something new, or a new floss company.
And you know what? The other thing that goes hand in hand with this, which I learned doing hair, is fake it till you make it. I literally faked it until I made it with hair, and I became a master at what I did. And that it takes 10,000 hours to master something. That's in a book I read. I can't remember what it's called, but it takes 10,000 hours to master something. So.
And really, truly, the growth, the journey of your growth and the lessons you learn is what it's about, because you're learning as you grow. And I just feel like the growth that we have achieved because of so many people, it is just like, it makes my heart so happy, and I just feel so much love. And I want you guys to know, and I hope I say this every Flosstube, that I appreciate all of you. I do this because I am passionate about providing something that can inspire someone else. I love you all, and I hope if you're a quilter, cross stitcher, or both, that you find some inspiration in what we shared today. So
yes, and like like we said earlier, we do this not only. I mean, you guys say that you look forward to Thursdays, and that we bring that light into your life. Well, you guys bring that light into ours.
Absolutely.
And every day. And we all read the messages, we all watch the YouTuber or the Flosstubers. You know, we see it all, and we love everything. It feeds our soul too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
On a side note, be sure to like, subscribe. We're so close to 10K.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
what are we doing this weekend?
Oh.
What
Real
are
quick.
we doing?
What are we doing?
Well, Mom's not coming, but
Well, I'm not.
We all
going.
have different plans. So should we say really quick?
Yeah, real
let's
quick.
Go ahead, Mom.
My plan is I haven't had a girls' weekend with my best friend in a long time.
Months, yeah.
Well, months. It's been months, and our weekend is usually consist of just hanging out with
Wine.
just wine,
Cards,
goodies,
yeah.
cards. We
laughing, giggling.
Yes, laughing, giggling, and Kathy has like 6 or 7 little dogs, and I've posted my favorite Grizzy on my
Yes.
Instagram, and you know his health isn't very good, and he's been really sick, and so I get to go spend the weekend with Kathy, and I get to hold Grizzy, and he gets to sleep next to me. And
Mom is like the animal whisperer.
She really is.
Every
I
animal
just-
I go to her. Same with you.
It is me too.
Which
I
is
just-
funny because I feel like I love animals and I don't have
Yeah.
that. Why?
and so I told Kathy, I says, that's all I want to do this weekend is just sit and love my little Grizzy. When I met John, it was funny. I told him, I says, you know, you do have a competition. And he says, what's that? And I says, well, he only weighs like 4 pounds, and he's hairy, and
That's
his
funny.
name's Grizz.
That's
But
cute.
anyway, so that's
Yeah.
my fun weekend this weekend.
Yeah.
So
I mentioned my
Okay.
best friend is coming down right now,
for
driving
Christmas,
about 3 hours.
For Christmas, I decided to surprise my daughter with Taylor Swift tickets.
Yep.
And it is tomorrow, and we are so excited.
Yep.
It's me, Emily, my oldest daughter Hannah, she's 15,
Yeah.
and Sam, and it is going to be amazing. We're going to meet Katie in Vegas, because it is in Vegas,
Yeah.
in the new stadium, which
The
it's
Raiders.
going to be
Oh,
so
nice.
exciting, you
I can't
guys.
wait.
Like, I am stoked.
I haven't been to a concert since before COVID, and I used to be
Me
an
too.
avid concert goer. Like, I went to concerts all the time.
It's so, like, concerts are just uplifting.
The concert was amazing, and I've heard so many people say that.
I am so excited.
Someone said that she performed for like 4 hours. Like,
Wow.
so
Is that why it starts at 6:30?
I think so.
I looked at the ticket and I'm like, oh, we better leave like first thing in the morning,
Yeah.
because I bet a lot of people from Utah are going to her concert, because that's like
Yeah.
probably the closest place.
I
So,
can't wait.
We will share the
You're
details.
gonna be overloaded on my Instagram.
Yes.
I'm gonna post. You know, I don't want to like post. We're in the boonies. Literally, she's gonna be a dot, but it's okay.
It's the experience.
Yeah.
It's being with all those people with all that happy
I'm
energy.
excited for
Who
him.
is mad at a concert?
No.
Who is mad at a concert?
Well, I mean, some people get rowdy, but
well,
that's okay.
yeah, but it's like, it's so fun and exciting, and her
Yeah.
music is so uplifting. I love the
The
messages
new album, yeah.
in her music.
And I think I'm excited to experience Hannah's first concert with
Yes.
her.
Oh,
So
She
she's
loves
gonna love it.
music
she is a music.
person.
Yeah.
So
She's an
it's
awesome
it's
girl.
gonna be like a very core memory for all of us. I
think so. Yeah.
I'm gonna have FOMO.
We
Katie
we offered.
already
We
texted us.
said.
I feel bad.
I know,
Katie's
but
such
I'm
a
not
FOMO.
a concert.
I love you, Katie. You'll be in my spirit.
We'll take you in spirit.
You could always wait by the door and see if you can get a ticket. It'll probably be $1,000, but
Right.
anyway, I think that's it.
Yeah. You guys all have a wonderful
Yeah.
weekend. Stay safe. Happy stitching and sewing. Get all you want in.
Yeah.
Do what you love
Yeah.
Yes.
and love what you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. See
Bye,
ya.